Okay, so this is my week 8 introduction to this week's topic on seasonal routines. And the question is, what have I noticed regarding my health and daily patterns with regards to the change in seasons, basically from Pitta, the hot season, to a drier, colder Vata season. um, Obviously, I did get sick during this transition, so um, I think I'm well, I was more susceptible to illness, coughing, sneezing, that sort of thing. I think the transitions tend to make the body more sensitive to these illnesses. Um, I also noticed that even though I haven't made the change yet, I seem to be thinking about going to bed earlier now as opposed to during the summer, where I had a tendency to want to stay up later. Uh, I think because of the pitta time at 10 to 2. It's felt more comfortable to stay up that late. But now that seem to be more in Vata season, I do want to get to bed earlier. Um, I'm finding myself waking up more during the night as opposed to the season. Um, and I'm also sleeping. It seems like even though it's intermittent sleeping and it's not as deep as it was during Pitta season, I am sleeping a little bit longer. um, Seem to be sensitive to wind and cold. That makes sense because of the Vata nature of wind and cold tend to aggravate Vata. I did notice my skin getting drier. Of course, that could be the inner intelligence of Vata responding to the kapha from my illness. But I think also it might have to do with the fact that we're moving into a drier season um, where the skin gets drier or cracked, maybe. Um, Also noticed more movement during the day. I seem to be just more active than I was during the Pitta season. But interestingly, I'm also finding myself sleepier in the mid afternoon. I'm also finding myself thinking more, planning more than during Pitta season. As far as food, seem to be favoring more cheesy, saucier types foods. During the Pitta season, I was favoring more sweet and cooler foods. Um, I also want to stay inside more as opposed to going outside. Um, I'm favoring warmer drinks as opposed to cold drinks and or cooler drinks. And also favoring wearing more warmer clothes, especially with my neck being covered again to prevent the wind from aggravating Vata. So those are the types of things I've noticed in this transition from Pitta to Vata season.